The luxury SUV segment has been dominated by the Toyota Fortuner for a long time now. You also have the Ford Endeavour, which in its current avatar is an exceptionally good vehicle, and you can check out its review on our CarWale website and the CarWale YouTube channel. Now there have been others as well. You've had the Hyundai Santa Fe, which is now discontinued, and you also have the more recent Mahindra Alturas G4. However, it's been kind of an uphill task for them. And now you have a new entrant joining the fray. This is the MG Gloster, and it aims to shake up the segment. But will it be able to? Let's find out. Now it's clear after looking at the Gloster that you're never going to get that butch, intimidating, in-your-face looks that you get with the Fortuner or the Endeavour. Also, even after you put those big aftermarket rims or off-road tires, it's never going to give you that big rig feel that you get with, again, the Fortuner or the Endeavour. But where the Gloster makes up is in terms of presence. And it's got the presence because it's got the size. I mean, this thing is massive, and at 4,985 mm, it's longer than anything else in its class. And it's not just longer, it's also taller and wider than both the Toyota and the Ford. Now let's get to the details. Right up front, you get this massive octagonal grille, and you get this nice silver finish around it. And you also get a few chrome elements inside. Also, you get this nice big MG badge in the front telling you it's an MG. Now, the grille is flanked by these slim LED headlamps, which are adaptive, by the way, and they work really well. What we also like is this sharpish housing around the fog lamps, which look pretty nice. Now, also in the front of the bumper, you get this chrome lip. But what is missing is the aluminium bash plate, which has now been the norm for most SUVs. Now talking about the sides, there isn't too much drama here apart from this nice shoulder line that runs across the car. You also get a very prominent badge which says British. Now completing the looks on the side are these massive 19-inch wheels, which we think could have been of a better design. You don't get too much cladding either, with just this thin cladding running across from the front to the back. Now moving to the back, there's nothing too fancy here either, and it's quite a corporate looking rear. You get these nice LED wraparound tail lamps and this massive Gloster badge running across the tailgate. Again, no skid plate at the rear either, and you get these diffuser-like elements instead. But what is interesting are those quad exhausts, which indicate there's something interesting under the hood. Overall, the Gloster has a very executive look around it, and it's something that won't blow you away, but something you won't despise either. Getting inside the cabin, you're immediately welcomed by this rich-looking interior. What I immediately like is this luxury brown finish instead of beige, and it goes brilliantly with the black dashboard combination. You also get this diamond finish in places along with soft touch materials all along, which really feels good. Now talking about the seats, these are comfortable for more reasons than one. Firstly, you've got adequate support for all those long drives and you're never going to tire sitting in them. Then you have 12-way electrical adjustments and memory function as well. And you get heating for the co-passenger seat and heating and ventilation for the driver's seat. And for those long days at work, you also get a massage function. Now let's talk about the rear bench. Well, actually these are captain seats, but you can get a bench where you can have the 2+3+2 format. Now talking about these captain seats, they're very comfortable. You get adjustable handrests. You also get a door pocket here for all your little tidbits. Now you also get your own aircon controls and your own AC vent, so cooling should not be a problem here. But overall, you've got plenty of leg room, you've got plenty of headroom, and this is a nice comfortable place to be. Alrighty then, let's check out the third row. Once you get past the awkward entering stage, it's not a bad place to be at all. In fact, you have real space here. Your legs aren't touching the front seats. That's decent leg room. You've got decent headroom for someone of 5 feet 9 inches. Of course, it's not a 3-seater in the end. This is at best a comfortable 2-seater. But other than that, maybe it could do with a little better leg room. And yeah, I guess it's much better than the competition. You even get a cup holder here, your own aircon vents, and for a decently long drive, this is not a bad place to be. Talking about equipment, MG knows how to pamper, and we saw that with the Hector. In the Gloster, it's a bumper bonanza. You have a 12.3-inch touchscreen infotainment system which is connected to 12 speakers, an amplifier and a subwoofer. You also get 3-zone climate control, panoramic sunroof, wireless charging, and if you're particular about your colors, as many as 64 ambient lighting. Add to all this, you also have the multitude of connected car features that we saw in the Hector and more. On the safety front, you get dual front, side and full-length curtain airbags, ESP, ABS plus EBD, roll movement intervention, hill start assist and hill descent control and more. But the real features are part of what MG calls ADAS or Advanced Driver Assistance System. So you get adaptive cruise control which helps the Gloster to maintain a safe following distance by regulating the speeds. You also get lane departure warning, front collision warning, autonomous emergency braking where the Gloster will apply the brakes when it detects a possible collision, and auto park assist. These features basically make the Gloster India's first level 1 autonomous SUV. Doing justice to those quad exhausts at the back is a 2-liter twin-turbo diesel engine up front. Now this engine puts out a segment best 215 bhp and 480 Newton meters of torque. Now that's significantly more than the Toyota Fortuner or the Ford Endeavour. Now it's sad that the Ford Endeavour's 3.2-liter 5-cylinder diesel engine was discontinued because that was the only diesel engine that came close to the Gloster specs. Now on the move, the first thing you notice is the engine's refinement. Under normal driving conditions, it's difficult to say that there's a big diesel engine under the hood. And even if you do stomp on the throttle, there's just a constant thrum. There's none of that whooshing that we usually associate with bigger engines and large SUVs. Talking about how those 215 horses feel, the Gloster is quick, but in a very calm manner. You only realize that you're doing high speeds when the speed warning beeps start going on. The Gloster's forte is effortless mile munching. There's so much torque on offer that you're never left wanting, and overtakes are dispatched in a jiffy. Gear shift from the 8-speed torque converter are seamless as well, and it might not be as quick as the Ford's 10-speeder, but for its intended purpose, there is nothing to complain about. Also on offer are driving modes. You can choose between Auto, Sport and Eco. And should you want to explore new ground, you also have 4x4 along with mud, sand, snow and rock modes. You also get an electromechanical differential lock should the going get tough and you need added traction. Now the Gloster gets a body-on-frame chassis, so that jiggle and slight movement at slow speeds is always present. But as the speeds get higher, the Gloster just glides over whatever surface you can throw at it. The ride quality is extremely absorbing and handles everything from our pothole-ridden roads to the broken highways. Of course, with its tall stance and soft suspension means body roll is inevitable. The Gloster is not something that you can throw into corners and come out smiling. The steering too is extremely light and is an absolute boon in the city, but there's no feel to it and it doesn't like to communicate too much. Overall, the Gloster rides brilliantly, handles like how a big boat should handle, and munches miles tirelessly. What is clear after driving the Gloster is that MG have definitely got the right ingredients. It's got the presence, it's got features, it's got level 1 autonomous technology and performance to boot as well. Now all they need to complete that recipe is the right price tag.